And now, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you to the House of Blues here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. You've just seen a sneak preview of the opening of tomorrow night's broadcast on pay-per-view on Showtime. And now, Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for our big night of action in the pay-per-view portion, all brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime Pay-Per-View, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our fighters to the stage for our opening pay-per-view and our first world title attraction. First, we present the challenger. Hailing from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, he is the WBA #1 contender. Please welcome, making his Showtime debut, here is Lamont Roach Jr. And now his opponent joining us to the stage, joining us from the Dominican Republic. He is the champion. He is a 2016 Olympian and the defending WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Hector Luis El Andrade Garcia. Looks like our fighters are just about ready to step onto the scale. Let's bring them to the scale once again. This is for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World. The weight limit is 130 pounds. First to the scale is the challenger with a record of 23 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. He has 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He will be making his second attempt at a world title. Please welcome the WBA #1 ranked contender, Lamont Roach Jr. And Lamont Roach weighs in at 129.5 pounds, 129.5 pounds. And now his opponent is the defending world champion. His record, 16 wins, 1 loss, 3 no contests. 10 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the defending WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Hector Luis El Andrade Garcia. Hector Garcia weighs in at 129.5 pounds. Both fighters weigh the same, 129.5. Up our pay-per-view portion of our big night of action. Pay-per-view portion commences at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. in the West. 3 world title bouts scheduled on our pay-per-view portion. This opens up, it is 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World, Hector Luis El Andrade Garcia versus Lamont Roach Jr.
All right, guys, it's time for the challenge. Here we go, guys. Down and front together, down and front together. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, fans, from the House of Blues here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, out of Miami by way of Uzbekistan. He'll be making his first attempt at a world title. Here is the undefeated world contender known as the descendant of Tamerlan Shahjahan Ergashev. And his opponent is the champion from Fajardo, Puerto Rico. He'll be making the first defense of his title. Here is the hard-hitting knockout artist, the defending IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, El Orgullo de Maternillo, Subriel Matias. And the challenger is ready to step onto the scale. 12 rounds, IBF Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. Weight limit 140 pounds. Here is the hard-hitting southpaw. Undefeated at 23-0 with 20 knockouts. He is the IBF #3 contender. Please welcome Shahjahan Ergashev. Shahjahan Ergashev weighs in at 139 3/4 pounds. The challenger, 139 3/4. And now the champion, the hard-hitting champion with a record of 19-1 with all 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the defending IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, El Orgullo de Manzanillo, Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias weighs in at 139 3/4 pounds, same as his opponent, 139 3/4. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, a true battle of junior welterweight knockout artists. 12 rounds for the IBF Junior Welterweight World title. Subriel Matias versus Shahjahan Ergashev. Well, fans, here we go from the House of Blues once again to the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our weigh-ins with our co-main event of the evening. First, we welcome to the stage, fighting out of Seattle by way of Phoenix, Arizona. Here is the battle-tested for world title challenger, Jose Benavidez Jr. And now his opponent from Houston, Texas. Please welcome the undefeated two-division champion of the world, Jermall Hitman Charlo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we invite our fighters to the scale at this time, this bout is scheduled 10 rounds of boxing in a catch-weight special attraction. First to the scale, with a record of 28 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw, he has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the battle-ready world contender, Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose Benavidez weighs in at 161 3/4 pounds, 161 3/4. And now to the scale. With a record of 32-0 with 22 knockouts, he is the former IBF Junior Middleweight World Champion and the current WBC Middleweight Champion of the World, Jermall Hitman Charlo. And Jermall Charlo weighs in at 166 1/2 pounds, 166 1/2. rounds of boxing in a catchweight special attraction. Jamal Hitman Charlo versus Jose Benavidez Jr. And now let's hear from our co-main event fighters now to take over Q&A session. Here is Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose, the contracted weight limit 163. Obviously, Jamal comes in over, but you guys are continuing to move forward with the fight. What were your thoughts on him weighing over the weight limit?
He's a little bitch that's not dedicated. That's all it is. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna fuck him up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jose Benavidez Jr. And now we are here with Jamal Charlo. Jamal, you heard what Jose had to say. Your response?
I ain't here.
Well, he said he's obviously very upset. You came in over the weight limit. You know, what are your thoughts?
What you mean? That's what I will. Yeah. It's cool. The fight gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jamal Charlo.
Well, fans from the House of Blues here at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, Premier Boxing Champions presents the weigh-in for the main event of the evening. Brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Samson Boxing and Showtime Pay-Per-View, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite our fighters to the stage in this battle of undefeated, renowned stars of boxing. First, we present the challenger from Providence, Rhode Island, the former U.S. Olympian and former super welterweight and middleweight champion of the world. Here is Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade.
She like the way that I dance, she like the way that I move, she like the way that I rock, she like the way that I woo, and she let it clap for it, she let it clap for it, and she throw it back for it, and she throw it back for it. Nothing else in the committee,
And now his opponent defending his title, fighting out of Seattle by way of Phoenix, Arizona. Here's the former two-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world, the undefeated, the Mexican monster, David El Monstruo Benavidez. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Interim Super Middleweight World Title. First, we welcome the challenger, the acclaimed southpaw, with a record of 32 wins, no losses, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the WBC number 5 contender. Here is the undefeated former two-time world champion, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Demetrius Andrade weighs in at 167 and 1/2 pounds. 167 and a half. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the popular hard hitter, 27-0, 23 knockouts, undefeated two-time world champion, David El Monstruo Benavidez. David Benavidez weighs There there, ladies and gentlemen. The next time they face off will be the center of the ring for the main event of the evening. 12 rounds, interim WBC Super Middleweight World title.